bring up our host for this evening. Not only is she hot, but she's really super funny. And you've seen her all over town and all over Zoom because she has a very dirty mind. And Midwestern charm has led to her comedy success. Put your hands together, everyone, for the wonderful, funny Kim Clevenger. Woo!
Yeah.
My.
Hey everybody, I'm so happy to be back at Friday Nite Funnies. It's so much fun here, and it's funny too. I wanted to find out if blondes really do have more fun. And so if I flip a titty out of this dress, I apologize in advance. They're totally out of control. I don't. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to laugh at my own jokes. But I can't help myself. I was gonna use this voice the whole show, but then I figured you would fucking kill me if I did. So it will be over soon. I always wanted to be blonde, and I did go blonde once, but I didn't look like Halle Berry. I look like a Latina prostitute. So I thought I would give it another go tonight as Marilyn Monroe. But Sally told me I don't look like Marilyn Monroe. I look like Natalie Wood. So close enough. You guys, Marilyn always said that diamonds are a girl's best friend. But all I ever got was a pearl necklace. And I know it's a big week for our country, and I just want you to know John F. Kennedy was a hottie, and I wouldn't blow the president now under any circumstances. But Joe Biden does have a shot after next Wednesday. Okay, so back to my truck driver voice. Hi, you guys. So I went back to work this week for the first time in months. Guys, yeah, Mama needs a paycheck or she's gonna be living in the Jaguar. And you know, that's too rough. I can't take it. But working every day, all day, you guys, is hard. Like it takes a lot of energy. And I actually, for those of you that don't know, I cast reality television. So for all of my friends who say they don't watch reality TV, you goddamn better start so I can make a living. Mama needs a paycheck. But I started casting a dating show. So I'm asking men about what kind of women they're into during a pandemic. You know, it's like, I don't know, not deadly, not diseased. And I guess it doesn't really matter if they find a soulmate since we'll already all be dead by March when they're supposed to shoot the show. It's fun though interviewing men for a dating show because I get to ask really nosy questions. I'm asking them like, why have you never been in a committed relationship? Do you have issues with intimacy? Like, can you open your heart and let a woman in? Are you going to commit? And then I thought, well, why the hell don't I ask the men I date these questions? Maybe I wouldn't be the side piece and an occasional sandwich girl if I asked them this question. And working in reality TV, I got the weirdest phone call this week. Somebody called me and said, Kim, can you help me? Dwayne Chapman is looking for a new production company. And I'm like, Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter is calling for my help. That is pretty awesome. Dog needs some help, y'all. So he needs a new production company. And I was actually thinking a lot about Dog because, you know, his wife is dead. And it's Dog. And I haven't run my hands through a mullet since high school. I think it might work. I don't know. So anyway, you guys, I've lost about 85 pounds and gotten in the best shape of my life, and then got locked in the house. Yeah, clap for me. 85 pounds. Well, probably 80 now. Is anyone else's shirt starting to ride up a little bit like a toddler who's outgrown them? You know what I mean? And all this Zoom shit is starting to look alike. Like I can't tell like a comedy show from a recovery meeting. Does anybody else go to those meetings?
Yes.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, I got someone to admit it. Now we're not anonymous anymore. So I did go through a wild phase when I was 16 to 33. Tried to make me go to rehab, and I said, okay. And so I haven't had a drink in 20 years, you guys. I just celebrated 20 years sober.
Yay. That's great.
This is me without drugs and alcohol. But I also haven't woken up naked with someone I didn't recognize or in jail in 20 years. And I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Yay.
Sobriety has ruined my sex life, though. I have to actually care about the person since I'm going to remember it. The downside is I haven't had anything to blame for all of my bad decisions for 2 decades. It's me. It's all me. Yeah. So I did just get back from Kansas City. I decided it would be a good idea to shelter in place with my dad and my brother, my family. The 2 reasons I drank alcoholically and never got married, those guys. I told my dad, I was like, Daddy, I'm going to go do a comedy show in the other room. And he said, well, goddamn, you are going to end up working at McDonald's, ain't you? He's always supported my dreams. He has. My dad wants me to move back to Kansas City and get a real job. Working on the assembly line at the Ford plant. Has he met me? Has he met me? And my little brother came after me too. My little brother was like, you need to get off Zoom and work on yourself. He thinks he's Deepak fucking Chopra. He's listened to 2 books on tape. So my brother always says, do you have to tell everybody everything? So now I love to get on Zoom and tell everyone everything. So thanks for listening. All right. All right. Where's my important paper? Like who's gonna tell jokes tonight? You guys, we have a packed show. If you're not already subscribed to Friday Night Funnies YouTube channel, email list, and Instagram, please sign up and follow Friday Night Funnies. We appreciate the support. All right. This next powerhouse produces another Chick in the Wall and Hoot from Home Zoom comedy shows. She usually runs Friday Night Funnies Tech, but tonight she's hitting the stage. Give it up for Barfly Betty.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Hello, Charlene. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I need to just tell you a little bit. So Charlene couldn't be here tonight, so it's me, Betty Barfly. And I just have to tell you that this COVID thing fucking sucks so bad. I'm locked in a house in Lowell, Massachusetts, and it just sucks every single day. Kim, you lost 85 pounds, right? That's what you said. Since COVID started, since my cocaine dealer is in quarantine, I have gained 150. I used to be 105 pounds. Now look at me. I know. So I want to tell you, I got a good deal on these sunglasses right here because I went to 99-cent store to buy some Halloween decorations.
Privately.
And did you know, I want to ask, did you know that not everything in the 99-cent store is 99 cents?
Yeah.
What?
It's a bunch of bullshit. Go ahead in there. You're going to see. Right? So you know what I did? I stole these. I wasn't going to pay $1.50 for sunglasses that I could go get at the Shoo Dollar Store for just $1. So that's much
You're
better.
watching on your phone.
So I don't know who the hell's talking out there, but this is my time, not yours. So I had to quit drinking. So now I'm stuck with White Claw. They made me because now my kids have to live with someone else because I'm not appropriate for them. But that's okay because that way I didn't have to take them trick-or-treating because I'm afraid of the COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I can let, the foster family take them out, and let them. So sometimes I like to kind of fuck with the grocery store people, like if you're heading into the market basket and you see like the 17-year-old bagger. Isn't it fun to go in there and buy like a box of tampons and some Reese's peanut butter cups and some Advil? Tell them you want separate bags. I know you can't do that here in California. You have to bring your own fucking bags. In Massachusetts, we don't give a shit about the sea turtles at all. So you're allowed to use as many bags as you want. But yeah, you just go up to them and act like a cougar too. You walk in dressed in your best, right? And you walk up to them and be like, yeah, thanks a lot. I'm free later on tonight after 9 o'clock when you get off. So yeah, so Charlene couldn't work the show tonight because she got stuck working a double at her piss poor fucking life choice of being a waitress. Let me just tell you, she comes back with some of the funnest stories. Did you know someone asked her if the bison burger was USDA certified? She said, of course, we gave it a test and it passed with flying colors. And they laughed and laughed. And then they asked if it was really grass-fed. So she said, yeah, it's grass-fed. It tried to eat a dandelion once and we smacked it right out of her fucking mouth. So I don't like really traveling too much because especially again, since COVID, I don't like being in a tube, driving across, riding across country. And I said driving, I don't drive the bus. Okay. I just sit in it. And I'm sure you thought flying. Hell no, I'm not going to fly because you see these pilots drinking before the flight. I'm not allowed to drink before I drive anymore. So why would I get on an airplane for fear of crashing? So now I have to take Greyhound everywhere. And I'm telling you, it's not a bad deal.
God.
I just can't smoke. So I like to get and smoke a quick cig and then get back on. And none of this douche flute vaping shit. I don't even understand. I'm like, why would you vape when you got perfectly good tobacco brought to you by like Lucky Strike or something?
Woohoo!
So, what else do I want to talk about? I mean, I'm really just like, yeah, so my kids, oh, you know why my kids got taken away? You know why? This is so stupid, right? They told on me, those little bastards told on me because one night, you have a little too much Jack Daniels and you make them soup, right? And they didn't like the fucking soup. It was hot dog soup. It is the best soup, right? You drink the hot dogs, they get to drink it as the soup, right? So they take them away from me. And now I'm sitting here in quarantine And I'm gonna end that right now. And just Kim, if you want, I can lend you this for your boobs. Okay, so that way you won't have a problem. You know, Janet Jackson Super Bowl action. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Hey.
Give it up for Betty Barfly. Sleep with your husband. Swear to God, I'm pretty sure she could kick my ass. All right. And I'm not going to censor these because we like tips. So you can go on Venmo, give us tips. We can give us tips.
Titty tips.
And some of my friends, comedians, please take pictures of me. I'm not a narcissist, but I would like pictures of me tonight, please. And I haven't been drinking, I swear. All right. This next guy is the co-producer of Liar Comedy and the host of The Shit Show. Put your hands together. It's Keith Graber. Where is it?
Under the sea. I don't even know this song. I don't. Hold on. I gotta take a drink. Hold on. Thank you. Guys, yeah, I don't have hands in this scenario. I don't want to break the fourth. I don't want to break the fourth wall here. I won't get my security deposit back. You guys like my costume?
Yeah.
We're all prop Halloween. I had to cut my own gills though. I don't know if you can see. These fish costumes aren't anatomically correct. Although I've been coughing up more eggs than I care to admit. I don't know if you guys guessed it, but I'm finding Nemo. You can check me out on my OnlyFins. I'm working on this stuff. I'm working this stuff tonight. It'll be ready for next Halloween. Actually, this costume is like, the background's a knockoff, the costume's a knockoff. I mean, the fish body looks like one of those knockoffs you get on a Van Nuys street corner. Guys, I'm finding Miho. That's my name tonight. You know what? I'm 12% Mexican, so I could say that. I just have to tell 7 jokes about white people for every one of those. So you guys get ready. I'm not shit talking Van Nuys. I don't know if there's any Van Nuys locals out there, but I mean, it's got its perks there. There's always mattress sales. They're free. They're outside of every apartment building. You just go and get them. They're right there on the place. All right. I'm sick of people talking about Halloween being canceled. Have you heard this shit? Like, are you joking? Hasn't this whole year been one long Halloween? People are wearing masks. Shit's on fire. I went to the store and they were out of eggs and toilet paper. I mean, it's the same thing you deal with Halloween. I don't know. I will tell you this. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and this has been my favorite pandemic. I really get into it too. I was decorating for Halloween. I was making tombstones the other day. You know, I might need to clarify this. They were Halloween decorations, just so you know. I do. I realize I look like I could work at a graveyard. But we make a celebrity graveyard for our lawn for Halloween decorations every year. And while I was painting, I realized I get minor tremors. And I'm trying to paint all these names, and like I can't even draw a straight line. All of my eyes just look like Twizzlers, which is Halloween themed. So, you know, that was cool, I guess. It's still, you know. But here's a weird story. One of my neighbors died recently, and I was like, should we do one for him? You know, And my wife was shocked. She's like, "That's mean. Don't do that." And I'm like, "It's for our lawn. I'm not gonna put it on his lawn. I'm not a monster." I don't know. I love decorating for Halloween, but I'm getting all the decorations out every year. I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but and in 2020, everyone's worried about the apocalypse. Here's the fix. I say bring it on, right? Like, it would be so easy to decorate for Halloween. Skeletons everywhere, crows picking at bodies. Shit, there might even be some actual ghosts if we're lucky. I don't know. I'm not scared of ghosts. Are you guys, anyone here scared of ghosts? No, see? All right, good. Good. I'm in good company then. I ain't scared of no ghost. Seriously, there's no ghost that could be worse than a human. Think about it. We have sex traffickers. We have ISIS. I once had a roommate take a shit in my trash can. It's like, your move, ghost. Let's see what you got. Like, high bar. Yeah. It's going to take a lot of open kitchen cabinets to impress me now. Oh, man. I love how they're talking about canceling trick-or-treating because everyone's scared of getting COVID. Like, not the razor blades. Like, that's where we're drawing the line now. You know, like, that's the risk we're willing to take. Like, make sure this candy is washed and sanitized, and then we'll deal with all the razor blades and needles and steaming and stuff. That's, you know, we got to go through that afterward. We go through it. We pick it out. Doy. Guys are idiots. Anyway, you got to bite into a clean razor blade. I realize this now. You guys remember those people who gave out pennies to trick-or-treaters? Fuck those people, right? But now now I'm thinking like they were ahead of their time. That's like the gift card of Halloween candy. I don't know. You guys, I love Halloween, but I'm in it for all the scary stuff. So I have a question for you. How did sexy Halloween costumes ever become a thing? Right? Everyone's a sexy Halloween costume now. What's scary about that? Is it the herpes? Is that the scary part? What am I supposed to be worried about? All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to end on herpes because I want to end strong tonight. So happy Halloween, everybody. That's my time. I'm Keith Graber. Thank you.
Oh, give it up for Keith. Yay. Keith, I do not have herpes. But I did used to find razor blades in my candy all the time. Oh, nose candy. Oh, that was okay. I'm sorry. Candy, nose candy. I get confused. All right. So our next comic has appeared at Flappers, the Comedy Dojo, and you've seen her at multiple crime scenes because she's a crime reporter. Please welcome your favorite pessimistic Pollyanna, Jenny Sikes. Woo-woo!
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kim. It is just, I just love the laughter of people who have been alone too long. It's so maniacal. Okay, I've been alone too long. Anyone else suffering pandemic paranoia? I don't know what's worse, feeling paranoid or having my paranoia confirmed. Back when this whole thing started, I was going to take my aunt to Costco and she wouldn't pick up the phone, which was weird. She wouldn't return my messages.
I think she's like from
Wouldn't
Sally.
return my texts. So finally I went over there and she was dead, which was such a relief. I thought she ghosted me, which she kind of did. Well, I went to Costco anyway because I still have a life. And I'm there battling for the essentials, the toilet paper, the 6-pound tub of Nutella, and I whip around and see mounted on the wall coffins. And there's even a pink casket in the exact shade of my dead aunt's bathroom, which is where I found her. But I think she'd love pink. And it's a Kirkland. Costco sells coffins in bulk. I mean, that's taking advantage of the situation. I don't need 6 caskets, but God, I don't want to come back here. The parking sucks. So, do I know anybody else? This could be the only time that somebody in there is going to buy a coffin on impulse. You know, you're in that checkout line with 3 years worth of paper towels and you see them. Oh, honey, that could actually save us time later, as long as we're here. So I'm about to shout out, hey, anybody want to go in on a 6-pack of caskets? Okay, that's tacky. So I'm going to call my Uncle Joe. Hey, Uncle Joe, it's me. I'm at Costco. What? No, they have no wipes. What? No, they have no sanitizer. I'm calling to check on you. Yeah. How's your prostate cancer? Yeah. Oh, what stage are you in? Oh, that's great. Huh. Well, that didn't help. But you know, sometimes when the Lord closes the door, he opens a casket. Amazon. Turns out I can order a casket online. And as a Prime member, I get overnight delivery. If you don't answer the door, do they just leave it in your yard? Anyway, that's not the weird thing. That's not the weird thing about caskets on Amazon. The weird thing, they have reviews. Why would you trust a review by someone who clearly never used the product? And think about it. What kind of a ghoul, the moment their dead loved one's in the ground, it's like, I'm going to jump online and post a coffin review along with a photo of the potato salad I had at the wake. And even if the dead could post a review, I don't think it'd be useful. 3 stars. Lots of legroom, but low ceiling. No natural light. Is there a return policy? You guys have got to check out the site. They have model names. There's the Twilight, Mother's Casket. And this is the truth. If you're artsy craftsy, they even have a do-it-yourself kit. It's just called Plain Pine Box. Amazon's so creative in its marketing. That's because the company sells death just like everything else on the site. Yeah, it actually says things like 20% off Mother's Casket if you order now. Let's unpack this. Order now. That's pressure. You're going to speed things up to get the discount. Sorry, Mom, but you always loved a bargain. It's pillow time. Honey, I think she's gone. Order now. Okay, too dark. I'll give you a break. Here's something that's just annoying. Stupid laws. I have a hobby of looking for the dumbest laws I can find. In Poland, they passed a law that nobody could go near a playground wearing a shirt that showed Winnie the Pooh. Why? Because Pooh has no pants. Another thing Pooh doesn't have, a penis. I mean, he's not going to flash you, silly old bear. He can't even moon you. He doesn't have a butt crack. Blues band, but the creep on the teeter-totter in a trench coat and nothing else is fine. Okay, here's something else that bugs me, and I'll leave you with this. When somebody says to you, oh, you know me, but you don't. Like, I passed this neighbor the other day. I was like, yeah, how's it going? He goes, oh, you know me. I live at the gym. I'm like, well, I don't know you, and I wouldn't have assumed you lived at the gym. He was wearing a jock strap on his face as his mask. Winnie the Pooh t-shirt. Heading toward the playground. Look, only famous people should use that expression. Otherwise, if you say, oh, you know me, to people who don't and don't care, then offer some really revealing information about yourself. Oh, you know me, embezzling from my job at the bank. Oh, you know me, giving head for blow. Oh, you know me, reading late at night by the light of other people's windows. Now I know you and who to avoid. Guys, you've been great. Please go to Amazon and like my review of my dead aunt's coffin. I'm Ginny Sikes.
Let's hear it for Jenny. And Jenny, I never gave head for blow. I did it for free.
Well, you know me.
And if you're going to Costco, I'm still kind of scared to shop. Can you pick up some toilet paper and paper towels in bulk for me? That would be awesome. No.
I'll carry it home in my coffin.
All right. One more time for Jenny Sikes, everyone. All right. This next comedian is the creator and producer of Friday Nite Funnies. Woo! Everyone, give it up for KeZia Norton.
So this is what happens when you get a green screen and a green wig. Go back to what, so you can see me. I was so bummed. I was so excited. I figured out how to do it, and then I couldn't use it. Anyway, happy Halloween, everybody. Love Halloween. I love dressing up. I just love everything about it. But I seem to date men that hate Halloween. And the one thing my ex-husband was really good for was Halloween. And then I divorced him. So I think that 2019 was the last time we bobbed for apples.
Hey-o.
But I always hated bobbing for apples. Like I was 11 and my friends were bobbing for apples and I'm like, ew, I am not gonna bob for apples. That's like bobbing for spit. It was so nasty. And do you know that bobbing for apples started with the Romans when they conquered the British, the English, and they conquered England, and they brought an apple tree and somehow they started bobbing for apples. And I think that makes sense because Romans are like, you know, kind of crazy, I think, because they were really into like eating a lot and then puking. So it just makes sense that they bob for apples and spit, you know? Because they would eat and then they'd bob for apples and then they'd puke. That's something I thought of today. So I really love long hair. I just really like it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's just a little stuff. I kind of like the green hair. I might have to, I don't know. Okay, so it's a virtual Halloween, as we all know. And I'm kind of wondering what pedophiles are doing right now.
Oh man.
But lucky for them that most kids don't die of COVID. But note to moms and dads, when we open up, you better chain your kids to your sides. That's my little public service announcement for you. So I worked the other day. And did that job that I'm always complaining about, you know. I was most unhappy, but my life coach is telling me to be grateful. So I was, but let me tell you, traffic is back.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it's normal traffic, you guys. So I'm just telling you this, that if you do have a job or you feel like meandering around, you're gonna get stuck in traffic if you live in LA, okay? So nothing has really changed for me in this pandemic. Like once I got divorced and I moved to LA, my bank account has always been in a pandemic. I might have to ask Sally like how I could make some money.
Hey-o.
Sally.
So I voted today.
Yay!
And 7 months ago, I prayed for God to help me work from home. I didn't mean for him to send the whole world home. And then Trump thinks the Chinese caused the pandemic. I'm like, you dumbass. It was my prayers that caused the pandemic. What a dumb fuck. Sorry. I'm actually kind of in a bitchy mood. I think it's because my ovaries left the dock. If you don't get what that means, then screw you. I just, you know, anyways.
So sweet.
I put on this wig and I feel like a bitch. And plus, you know, I had the perfect roommate during COVID. She's never here. She's in there.
Yay.
And I think she thinks that I'm home too much. And then it reminds me of like when I was married. Like I asked my husband why we weren't happy, you know, and he was like, well, KeZia, it's just because you're too available. I'm like, isn't that what marriage is about? Like to be available for each other 24/7? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yay, nay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what I did? He never even saw it coming. He was blindsided. I made myself really unavailable. And I divorced him. And I'll leave you with this. I forgot how friggin' cold it is in Buffalo. Like, oh my God, I'm a pansy ass here in LA. I went home last year. I ran outside and I was like, let's go sledding.
Yeah.
All right. And then I heard these two sounds. Shh, shh. That was the sound of my nose and eyelashes when they froze. That's my time, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give it up for KeZia. Woo.
Nice.
And KeZia, I wanted to help you with your questions about marriage because I've had 6 husbands, but none of them were mine. So I can't really help you.
Oh, that was good.
So our next comedian, Ed Roesgen, couldn't be here tonight. So he did send someone to fill in. Because of international copyright laws, he needs no introduction. And here he is.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello, US and Happy Halloween to you. I'm very excited. Very excited to be on a Friday Night Funnies. Yeah. A reporter from great nation Kazakhstan, but tonight is stand-up comedy show. Yeah, it's nice. I do the call to the back for you on comedians jokes you like. Kim, very funny lady, Kim Clevenger. Please make the noises for her. She is a funny lady. Kim Clevenger say she lose 85 pounds. It's nice, but in my country, woman lose 85 pounds, we make her find it. That is what we do. It's how we live. Betty Butterfly. It's a fun. She locked in the house this whole time. It's no man that has a key to unlock door and pull you out and get you out of house where you do not belong. We break the door down. Fishman say Halloween cancel. He swim like a fish. He says no, it's no Halloween. He's this like a hog of ground who say when winter is done. I like. It's nice. Blue girl get delivered casket. It's similar to my country, Kazakhstan. We get a casket delivery. Time depend how long how fat a relative inside a casket is when they deliver to you. That is only factor. I hear on KeZia, she nice. She got a green hair. You have a match down on your hustle. Good like a seaweed. Good like that. I have lunch from. I like this Halloween's. I like this. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me on that?
Yes.
Hello. I think you can. I have traditional USA Halloween food. Is roasted squash. People live on their porch and cook with a candle. It's nice. It's nice to have more. Is this what you do? You cook food? Is that what happened? Clevenger, do you make this food on porch? Is not decorations? Is that what the holiday traditional meal? Or you decorate like a face? I see face carving. You use an orange fruit, so look like a premier McDonald Trump. Look nice. Just give much respect to him, Premier Donald Trump. In my country, kids come knock on the door. It's similar to you Halloween, but we most people give a cigarette. But no, we give a cigar, full size, no fun size here. Give a cigar is a nice. I see Sally Mullins on here. I am in America. Stay with Sally Mullins. It's nice. She takes care of me. I like she say, Borat, you stay, you be a green card husband. I love America. I would rather go back to Kazakhstan than stay in Winnetka, though. So I tell her no. I'm a smart, so I don't fall. We met, I use internet. I meet the Sally Mullins. I use service provider Kazakhstan online. They tell me I got the mail. Like Sally, she like a party. I like a drink. I like a dance, and she like a drink. Not so much a dance. I said to Sally Mullins, she said, I have a problem with my liver. I say, for you, it is a dire, not the liver. That is how that works. KeZia Norton, hello. Can you hear me, KeZia? You hear me? I can't hear you. I like this Friday Night Funnies. It's nice. KeZia, I've subscribed to your YouTube. Yes. Thank you. When will it arrive? I'm still waiting. It has not come yet.
At midnight.
I subscribe. It show up in the mail at the midnight. It show up at my house. I cannot wait for this tube. It will be nice.
I show up at your house.
I'm staying with that car to Sally Mullins. You should come see.
Great.
I see a man here do cat yoga. He do the cat yoga. In my country, in my house, cannot have a cat. My neighborhood, not a zone for livestock. They will not allow us to. This is all my great time. I love you. Make noises for every comic. Make noises for the host, Clevenger. Make noises for yourself. All right.
Right, let's hear it for Borat. Borat, I just want to thank you. You've done so much personally for me. You've pissed off all my Republican relatives. They're so mad. Thank you. Fantastic.
In 3 years, you still hear people do this voice at bars and parties. So piss them off a long time.
Fuck 'em, yeah. And speaking of fucking them, our special guest in the before times was the host of D's Nuts at the Comedy Store. You can catch her new special on Amazon Prime called Sleazy Does It. I bow down to my queen of cougars. It's Sally Mullins.
I love it. I got roasted by Borat. My Halloween is complete. You guys know who I am, right? I'm Carol Baskin from the Tiger. Right? Cats. Big cats don't belong in cages. Yet she put them in cages anyway. That was weird. I like her though. I like Carol Baskin because I wrote to her on YouTube and she wrote me back, and she didn't have to do that because she's famous worldwide and I'm just famous in the Valley. But what I wrote to her was I wrote to her about domestic violence because we both survived domestic violence. I'm not here to talk shit on my ex though. One thing I will say about that guy is that he was easy on the eyes. He never hit my face. I'm the special guest tonight, so give it up for me not having a host. There is no need for me hosting tonight. We have Kim Clevenger doing an amazing job. Hell yeah.
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 That's right. She is a super hot hybrid of Natalie Wood meets Charo. Yeah, you are one hot as hell cougar. I have one small request. Stay the fuck out of the valley. Right? Have respect. I'll always take care of you. Look, I got you a modeling job. God, I wasn't fucking around. So I wanted to kind of do a set that was like, you know, comedy-ish, but also kind of scary. And everyone was like, just talk about your life. Be honest. Just stay in the moment. You got this. Maybe that can work. And it's also, you know, kind of themed because I do a lot of, let's call them under the radar horror movies. Anybody seen Camp Blood 8? Anybody seen Camp Blood 7? Okay. Some of my horror movies are so ultra low budget that they use my period blood for special effects. Yeah, if you're going, ew, ew, that's the reaction you want. Kind of an artsy film. Sometimes we'll cut to a shot of a box of tampons. I mean, these are indie movies. Like, not everyone gets it. Some people are like, I want my money back. And I say, this was free. Oh yeah. I am Carol Baskin tonight on the Tiger King, right? When that came out, everyone was like, Sally, you got to check out the Tiger King. You look exactly like the lady in it. And I checked her out and I was like, I see it, but what the fuck? But you know what? We have this asshole who's such a pig in the office that nobody will say anything mean to one another anymore, you know? Or no, like everybody's got to be so PC is what I mean. Like I just want somebody to say, Sally, you're not as fat as her. Can somebody just say, you look exactly like Carol Baskin, but you're not fat? No, we're eggshells. We need to get Trump fucking out of office, please.
Oh, yeah.
No, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So I reached out to Hollywood and I was like, everybody says I look like Carol Baskin because I want to be told by Hollywood to gain weight. Yeah. 6 months, pizza, beer. I'm going to gain 100 pounds. I'm going to win an Oscar and everyone's going to tell me I'm brave. But Hollywood did not reach out. So I just had to make a selfie porn with Carol Baskin. I think only my fans saw that. Right. That's right. Some of my sugar daddies are here. Yeah, that's right. Raise your hand if I told you when to come in it. Don't be shy. I really appreciate you guys showing up. Notice I said sugar daddies, plural. That's because I'm an older woman. I've got multiple bills. It takes a village. Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, I made this Carol Baskin selfie porn. I mean, I guess nobody else wanted to see me talking shit to Joe Exotic while I work my Hitachi. Oh well. Oh. By the way, can we have some serious love for Joe Exotic tonight? Our tech service is Stina. Woo! Joe Exotic's fucked more cubs than I have. So yeah, I'm kind of at this weird point in my career on OnlyFans. Like when I started out on OnlyFans, I was like, I want to fuck you. And then I was like, I want to fuck. And now I'm just like, if you want to fuck, you should fuck. I've gone from amateur porn to amateur life coach. Like, what the fuck do I do now? I'm too burned out for OnlyFans. I'm too sleazy for Cameo. I'm at this phase in my career. I'm like an old mom. I'm a young granny. I'm what you call a McGilf.
Gilf. But Gilf.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, menopause is tough, but don't worry, younger women. It's not so bad as long as you're already crazy.
Here.
I'm the same crazy bitch I always was. I just take more supplements. Like some things hurt, but I'm a pervert and I just work through the pain. So a lot of people are bitching, like a lot of comics won't do Zoom. They're like, you know, real comics do real shows in front of real people. No, I totally disagree. Real comics don't want to be around people. I've got all these comics in my face. I just can't wait for the clubs to open. You were never in the club. What the fuck? And then there's also people talking about how hard it is to date in the pandemic. Don't you miss date night? Yeah, I miss date night. I've been missing it since 2008. I mean, it's kind of tempting, like with sports not being what they were. Maybe I should date. Like, maybe now I'm the big game. But the last thing I want is to get COVID from a guy who won't text me back. Like they're wheeling me into the ICU, putting a ventilator in me, and I'm like waiting for a text from Travis. The nurse is like, hey, Travis called. He says, sup. Just give me the cocktail. Give me the Trump cocktail. I am so glad to be off the fucking Trump train, man. I am so glad to be getting off. I think we're almost getting off the Trump train.
Yay.
On the Trump train. Not that he would ever even have me on the Trump train. You know, Donald Trump is always making it really clear. He's like, beautiful women only. I have never been so happy to be a 7. Yeah. From what I see of your rallies, okay, there are not that many beautiful women out there who have your back. All the beautiful women who have your back, you either married them or you got them to work for you in the White House. And you know what else you did for the beautiful women who have your back? You gave them COVID-19.
That's funny.
Totally not worth it. Worst hookup ever. So I definitely a lot of the time if anyone has seen my horror movies parents, they sometimes ask like what I do for a living, so I just say horror movies, say it really fast. Not my fault if they can't keep up, you know. So I was always trying to get naked in all the scary movies I was in, right? And they're like, no, you really don't need to get naked, you know, you're hot. Like, doesn't the cop need a shower? I love not hosting. I never want to host again. Just kidding. I'm hosting tomorrow. I love the bears on the couch. Oh my God, the gimp in the middle fucking rules. I know.
Yes, the gimp.
Third
Up
wheel.
gimp.
All right, so I used to work in this fetish dungeon because I wanted to be a stripper, but I couldn't dance. I did a job in this fetish dungeon. I had no idea at all what I was getting into, and I was kind of like, do I have to dance? They said no. They're gonna tie you up. They're gonna beat you. They're gonna tickle you. They're gonna electrocute you. Do I have to dance? No, you don't have to dance. And then after a while, you get tired of being beaten, you know, and you start beating people instead. It's just, you know, it's like growing pains. Dungeon life, right? We all know about this. And one time this guy came in and he was like, I want you to nail my balls to a chair.
What?
He wanted me to nail his naked ball sack to like a leather chair.
Oh my God.
I know, this is supposed to be a scary show though, right? Right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm on brand right now. So this guy was like, there's a big tip. And I'm like, well, why don't you ask a more experienced dominatrix? He goes, because I really like you and I want to tip you and I want you to do it. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'm like, I've been drinking. He goes, I don't care, you know? The way I did it, I took that hammer and I got that nail and I just focused and I bam, and I nailed his balls to a chair, and then he gave me the $50 to $50 tip and he said, that wasn't so bad, was it? And I said, I just nailed your balls to a chair. How come I'm still the bitch? I don't see the light, but I think it's coming soon. But anyway, I got
Carol Baskin.
Oh, Carol Baskin. Hell yeah. That's who I am. So I do. Don't wear it out. But skinny. You can call me the skinny Carol Baskin. What did Sally go for Halloween? She was a skinny Carol Baskin. Can we bring that back? Okay. So I kind of stopped drinking. I stopped drinking. Oh shit, I just got a text. I think I gotta go, but I will tell you one thing. I kind of stopped drinking, but then I was like, we are on lockdown. There is nobody gonna be getting a DUI. Now is the time to keep drinking, okay? Thank you. In fact, it would be irresponsible not to. So you know what I say? Drink today for a better tomorrow. Cheers.
Sally Mullins. Right. I have done a lot of things with balls. Never nailed any to a chair. You are my queen. You are my queen. All right. You guys, let's hear it for all of the comics and the great job that they've done tonight. And thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting Friday Night Funnies. If you look in the chat, KeZia has put all the links in there to sign up for the YouTube, the email list, to Venmo some titty tips. Whatever strikes your fancy to support Friday Night Funnies. Let's hear it for the audience. Thank you all for coming to support us tonight. All right.
Oh!
Are you all ready for your headliner?
Yeah.
Yeah. You will recognize her from Hulu's Wild Nights with Emily, and you can currently catch her comedy special, These Lips, on Amazon Prime. Give it up for Jackie Monahan. Woo, woo, woo.
Hi. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, Carol Baskin. Sally Mullins and I have the same manager. Sally. I use Carol Baskin as my new swear word. Like instead of saying swears, I was like, Carol Baskin, like, cause I kept swearing in front of people who were too young to be sworn in front of. So it always works, even if people don't know who it is. It works for me because all the K sounds, it just feels good. Like Carol Baskin. I'm gonna do it forever. Anyway, you guys, I hate to make this about me, but my friend just put her money where her mouth is, and now she has COVID. This is the first Halloween that it's scarier if you don't wear a mask. It's like, put your mask on, you asshole. You guys, I am gonna lie all day tomorrow, so I can know what it's like to be the president. Lie nonstop. I'm the president. Not for long though, you guys. Everybody has to vote. Like when people complain about Biden, I'm like, are you insane? Like, what is the matter with you? I'm like complaining about Biden is like complaining about growing old. Like the alternative is death. Just vote, maniacs. Just vote and shut it. I grow old to live, you know? Like, let's just keep going. I can't tell the difference between the COVID and our president. One is a plague on humanity. The other one is the coronavirus. My friend Jan Davidson, I can say her name because in a show I made up a different name for her, and she was like, that was me. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna use your name. She's a great comedian, look her up. But she called her doctor and she was having symptoms, and her doctor was just like, no, you're fine, Jan, you're fine. And then Jan was like, I've had diarrhea for a week. And the doctor was like, get in here immediately and get tested. So she gets tested and she didn't know the results. And we were on a podcast together and on a show. And so for all day, I heard her telling the story over and over again. Like, you know, she had no other symptom was a red flag, just the diarrhea. So cut to the next day, she was negative. She did not have the coronavirus. I just heard all day, every day about Jan Davidson's regular diarrhea. It was just like plain Jan's diarrhea. I degrease, you guys. I degrease. If you have a foot fetish, can you get off on the wrong foot? What's the difference between the Masked Singer and furries? I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. My mom is addicted to brake fluid. She said she could stop at any time. It's so stupid. You guys don't laugh at that. I'm dating a futurist. Not now, but in the future. I'll find out what it means too. I'll find out what it means. I ran into my ex and I was so mad that I didn't have my sexier mask on. I really was like, why was I wearing this mask? I was reading an article, I mean a meme, and excuse me, it was all about how in the year 2025 we are going to have full contact with the aliens, and everybody's just like up in arms about our president, like COVID, and everybody just like threw in the aliens are real and nobody cares. Like the aliens are real. Like I'm so excited. Like there must be, like my whole life I've just been like, everybody is insane. Please let there be something. I never felt okay until I heard the song Safety Dance. When they're like, everybody look at your hands, and I was like, oh my God, people that are like me. And they're like, if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. I'm like, I love Safety Dance. Anyway, That was a anyway. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Back to the aliens. The aliens are real. I'm so excited. So they also said in the article meme that they went further. Full contact year 2025. They also said that there are hybrid aliens that are here right now that don't even know they're aliens. What do? You go to your phone, you look up, that explains Sally Mullins. That explains Zenda. That explains Karen. Then I'm like, oh my God, they don't even know that they're aliens. And I'm like, oh my God, what if I'm an alien? What do? You go to your computer. How do you know if you're an alien? The number one way to know you might be an alien if wide set eyes. Who called an owl all through high school? Who? They also said if you're overly empathetic, you might be an alien. I cry every day over the trees. Also, I was in a spaceship and they told me. So, alien. What they said was vote for Biden. Vote for Biden. They were like, vote for Biden or you'll die. They said that everybody that votes for Biden will live. Everybody who doesn't will die. So that's what they said. So I have been watching a lot of documentaries, you guys. The Vow, can you believe it? Like, why can't there be a cult like that's not sex? Like the beginning of the cult sounded great. Like everybody was getting so much done, they're losing weight. Like, why can't there just be a cult for productivity? Like no sex, just like productivity. I'm gonna start it. I'm starting it. Join my cult. I also watched the documentary about R. Kelly. Did you guys read that?
No.
Read it, watch it. Did you guys watch it? I had no idea how many good songs he had. Like, so let me lick you up and down. Okay. Let me play. Okay. I also watched Leaving Neverland. What was your favorite song off Leaving Neverland documentary? Mine was, do you remember the time? Oh my God. One part, the kid was just like, the kid was like, he was like, I couldn't look in front of me or behind me. When I looked in front of me, it was Peter Pan just like, it was like when I looked behind me, it was Michael Jackson. I go, oh my God. He's like, I was like, oh my God. But like the first like crew that was in like molested by Michael Jackson, like they had good looking Michael Jackson. They had like famous hot Michael Jackson. They got to play in the yard, like a run around. The second batch was a guy with little kid with cancer. Like he gets molested, then he's like stuck to dialysis or whatever. He can't run around and play. He had melted Jackson. He had like oh my God. He had it so much worse. It's no joke. It's just I'm just saying facts. Oh, today I took my first and last paddleboard yoga class. I'm never doing that again. I have to tell you that, oh my God, I love being humble because I'm awesome. I cannot wait. Like, I am losing my mind. I cannot wait to be patient. Like, when will it happen already? I know I had something else over there. People aren't being born racist anymore, which is awesome. But are they still being born deformed? It's a joke about how racists are deformed. Nobody ever gets it. If you're racist, you're deformed. If you're racist, you're deformed. Thank you. This is my real hair. girl say that she had 8 hits of ecstasy. I was like, you need to be on America's Got Talent. Like, get on that show. Get on that show. Get on it. My shaman said that she could not read my aura unless I was naked. Does that happen to you guys? Does it happen to you guys? I know what it means when your palms itchy. It means you're gonna come into some money. When your ears tingling, it means somebody's talking about you behind your back. But what does it mean when there's blood in your stool? It means you voted for Trump and you're gonna die. You will die. You will die. All my friends are like, I'm a witch. I'm a witch. I'm like, it's supposed to be a surprise. It's not. You don't tell people. If you're a real witch, you're like, oh no, don't notice. When I was 12 years old, 2 boys stole my diary and read it. 10 years later, both dead. Mysterious heart, holes in their hearts nobody knew about. Coincidence? I really hope so. I don't know, but I hope so. I think the best suicide note, it would be, this was a murder. Wouldn't that be awesome? This was a murder. Oh I won't use it. You guys can use it if you want. I quit drinking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't judge people that drink now that I'm superior. It's not. It's so weird, like just being sober. Like there's no cocktail condom. Like it's just me and life. Just me and everything else. It's like I'm raw dogging life. Like it's just like nothing in between me and life. Like now, I'm in the now. I'm glad the pandemic didn't happen 2 years ago because a crow was stuck in my apartment. That was 2 weeks of hell. Hell, I tell you. I finally had to call somebody to get rid of it. I tried everything. Like try eating cereal with a crow, just like diving at me all the time. I'd wake up and just be like, I'm like, get out of the house. I would open all the windows, nothing. Finally, I had to call somebody to remove it humanely. I was like, make sure it's humane. I'm kind of attached to Chadwick. They come in, they kill it. Blood was everywhere. And yes, it tastes like chicken. What is the matter with me, you guys? What is the matter with me? I quit drinking. I told you guys that. Okay, I told you about the crow. I told you I love being humble. I know there was something else I want to tell you. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. I know there was something else. No, I'm going to leave you with this. When I was 12 years old, I was a cheerleader. It was a nightmare. Like I wanted to play basketball. They did not have female basketball. That's how old I am. It was St. Philip's School. Anyway, in Greenville, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, it's got one road and it's not an island. I don't know why it was named Rhode Island. I was 12 years old, cheerleading, and one of the cheers was action, action, we want action, ACT, action, action, we want action, ACT. Like no parent, teacher, coach could be like, hey, can my 12-year-old not be demanding action? Like, can that be something? Another one was, you got to get it. When you got it, it's in. That was a whole cheer. That was it. Another one was elevator, elevator. We got the shaft. That was it. The real crowd pleaser was, we want to be covered in dicks, covered in dicks. You guys, that's it for me. Subscribe to their YouTube and mine, Jackie Monahan and Sally Mullins. Subscribe to all our YouTubes and watch my special on Amazon, These Lips, and watch Sally Mullins.
Yay.
All right, everyone, give it up for Jackie and these lips. All right.
Yay.
And I love your campaign slogans. Vote for Trump and you're going to fucking bleed to death out your anus. Yay. You guys, I want to give a very special round of applause to our tech support tonight. Christina. Woo, woo, woo.
Tiger King.
AKA Joe Exotic, who is the girlfriend of Borat. So Borat is going to bone Joe Exotic later. And I hope they let me watch. I hope they let me watch.
Sexy Tom is nice.
That's a good looking man right there.
Sally, bring your video set up. Yours is more pro than mine. And thanks again to all of our comedians, our featured comedian Sally, our headliner Jackie, and all of the audience that comes to support Zoom comedy during the lockdown. Give everyone a round of applause for Biden. And thank you to our queen of funny who gets this all happening, to Friday Night Funnies founder, KeZia.